All right. What's good, boys? Just going to wrap this up real quick. What's up, chat? I will be with you guys momentarily. This is the last one. I'm also going to drop the StreamYard link so anybody can join. Go ahead and copy and paste that shit so we can keep chopping it up about UFC 324. Oh no. All right. So what are you guys thinking about UFC 324? We've got fucking a bunch of sick ass fights to look forward to after this long ass break. Yeah, damn. Your boy is excited. I'll tell you that right now. And if anybody wants to join in on the chat, you can go ahead and talk to me here. We can just chop it up face to face. Don't be shy. I'm a fucking chill dude. Let me see. How's the audio? Audio's good. I'm just sitting here playing fucking UFC 5. All right. Keep smacking my microphone. Oops. Oh no. I try to clinch. Come on. Fuck! He got reversed. Please. Ah, shit. No, that was an absolute war. Sucks that I lost. What's up, Useless? How you doing? 5 a.m. here, gonna go to sleep, keeping the stream on though. Fuck yeah, Rara. I appreciate you for just having it in the background. How you doing, Useless? Let's see. But yeah, man. Let me see. Let me get this shit off. Looking fatter than hell, dog. I gotta lose some weight. I'm in the process though. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, fucking not jacked though. But yeah, man, fucking UFC couldn't have come back soon enough. That 6-week break was pretty fucking torturous. But we're chilling. I'm happy to be back, most certainly. Happy to have shit to cover. Happy to have some MMA to talk about. Something to look forward to on Saturday. Low-key, kind of wish Harrison Nunes happened. Kind of sucks that didn't end up happening, but it is what it is. The main thing that sucks about it is that Kayla fucking injured her neck hella severely to where she needed surgery. Like that's brutal. I saw somebody saying that they're not sure if she even fights again just because, you know, it is her neck. She's kind of towards the tail end of her career. She had to get surgery. She's going to have to cut weight all over again, go through a whole training camp. I don't know. Could be a retirement causing injury for Kayla. Kayla needs to man up and fight a real man, right? I mean, her name is Amanda Nunes. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to get on here and chop it up, Useless? You're not trying to chop it up with your boy? Or anybody else? Go ahead and hop on here and talk some shit. I need some more activity from you guys, chat. I can break down a fight, but I mean, I can only talk so much nonsense. What's up, Herb? How you doing, my guy? What's up? What's up? Shout out OG Herb. We have Leandro, Useless, Raro. Happy to see you guys in here. Happy to have these fights back. Let me see. Yeah, chop Useless up. Ric Flair backhand to the chest slap style. Hell yeah, bro. Thoughts on the Molly matchup? Molly McCann, is she like boxing somebody? That's the first I've heard of it. Let me go ahead and see right now. Upcoming for Molly McCann. Nope, I don't see anything for Molly. O'Malley. Oh, okay, my bad, dog. My bad. O'Malley. I like O'Malley, bro, but I do see like the upside on Song Yadong. I think this is a tough fight for Sean. Song Yadong, he is a physical freak. You know, he's fast, explosive, powerful punches, fast kicks. but I think he's a very linear striker. Um, he kind of plays into like O'Malley's game with the lateral movement, with O'Malley, like with the footwork, you can kind of just like dance around him, pick him apart from range, keep the distance. I can see the moments where Song Yadong does bully O'Malley, like against in the clinch and in the like against the cage. But like Song Yadong, he is a fighter. At the end of the day, he's not going to be content with just kind of hugging Sean to a decision. He's going to want to get in there. He's going to want to try to put some hands on him. He's going to want to try to knock him out, swinging big, which is going to give opportunities for Sean to counter him. But I think that it's going to be a competitive fight. I do think that Song will have his moments, but I think that the majority of the fight is going to be won by Sean O'Malley. He'll be landing the more shots and the cleaner shots. But yeah, if Song has him clinched up against the cage, I think that Sean can break back out into space. He has had a lot of those wrestling training camps preparing for Merab, so it's not like he's just going to be taken advantage of there. So yeah, he got fucked up by Merab, but that's Merab, you know what I mean? Song Yadong does not have the same kind of wrestling as Merab Dvalishvili. So he's going to go out there, he's going to take risks, he's going to want to swing big. And but I think that Sean does have the skill set, he does have the capability with the footwork to keep the distance and counter strike with his clean boxing and the length, obviously the length advantage that he has. I just think that Song is like the best option for Sean O'Malley to get a win out of like the top 5 guys at bantamweight, because Umar is a tough fight. Corey Sandhagen's a tough fight. Obviously we got Merab, that's a tough ass fight too. Him and Mario Bautista are teammates. Who else is in the top 5 of bantamweight? Petr Yan's the champ. Already talked about Corey, Merab, and Umar. I feel like there's one guy that I'm missing. No, that's it. Yeah, it's Song Yadong. So out of Yan, Merab, Umar, Corey, and Song Yadong, I feel like is the best chance for O'Malley to get a win here out of the top 5. So I mean, shit. I like O'Malley to get it done, most likely by decision. Song Yadong's tough as shit. I don't see O'Malley stopping him, but I do think that O'Malley will win overall more moments in the fight. Useless, what's up, crew? How you doing? Coltrane coming in at the perfect time, 100%. What's Yadong's game? Like, I don't recall any of his fights. He's like he's well rounded. He's just like a soft, or not a soft, but like a solid striker. He's got good hands. He's got good kicks. He's fast. Let me go ahead and just recap his last 5 fights for you here. Song Yadong. Last fight was against Henry Cejudo that ended with the eye poke. Before that, he lost to Petr Yan. He beat Chris Gutierrez before that. Knocked out Ricky Simone in round 5. Before that, he got TKO'd by Corey Sandhagen. But, he had his moments in that fight. He also knocked out Marlon Moraes before that. But yeah, no, Song Yadong is good, bro. He's like a very elite, I don't want to say gatekeeper. He's in the top 5 right now. So he's like I don't think he'll be champ maybe, but he's definitely one of the better dudes in the division. Like his athleticism, he's like a freak athlete. He's like very reminiscent of Zhang Weili. I know it's funny to say because they're both Chinese, but it's like, just with the explosiveness, just with the athleticism, the speed, the power. Yadong's good. Yadong is fucking solid, dude. I got bad vibes with O'Malley, like he's on a Jamal Hill arc. I don't think so. I'd hope not. That would suck for O'Malley. But like Jamal Hill, he got the Achilles tear. He's coming off of like a fucking fucked up injury. So I feel like that was the main issue with Jamal Hill's downfall, was him tearing his Achilles tendon. O'Malley, he's not coming off of anything crazy like that. But yeah, I get what you're saying though, where it's like you feel like he's just going to keep losing and losing and losing. I think O'Malley's still in prime form though. I don't think that he's going to lose too much confidence, like losing to Merab, because he just realizes, okay, that guy's literally fucking built different. So I don't know. Very quick and hard counters. Yeah, he will eat a straight or jab to throw a hard left hook. Clinch and basic ground game for my fight tape study. Yeah, Song Yadong he's good everywhere. He prefers to strike, though. He's primarily a striker kickboxer, which plays into O'Malley's game. He's going to want to strike for the most part. He can shoot takedowns. Will he is the question. My worry is Sean will eat a couple of hard shots and not fight at his offensive best. I've got Song Yadong, but I'm definitely going against the community on this. Most of the good predictors are siding with Sean O'Malley. Yeah, I'm not saying that Song Yadong has no chance for sure, because Song Yadong's a really good fighter. He's tough as fuck. He's got good power. He's strong, fast, explosive. He's probably going to be the physically stronger of the two. You know, O'Malley's kind of like built like a fucking flamingo. But Song Yadong, he does come forward a lot, like just in straight lines. He's a dude that'll just try to pressure, and I feel like that pressure will end up costing him in terms of just like Sean O'Malley's going to be able to line him up for some counters. I don't think he knocks him out, but I think that he will hurt him. I think that he will land big shots on him. But yeah, Song Yadong is good, bro. It's not going to be an easy fight for O'Malley. Like, O'Malley's going to have like a really, no, I don't want to say picture perfect performance, but he's going to have a really good performance if he's going to just want to, you know, beat Song Yadong and style on him with the way that some people think that he's going to. Like with John Silva and Arnold Allen, Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong, like the favorites, Silva and O'Malley, like they're going to have to really show up and show out if they're going to want to beat these guys, because they're not, like, Song Yadong is not a fucking pushover. Arnold Allen's not a pushover. Like, these dudes are definitely going to have to show up and actually fight to the best of their ability here to get this win. They're not easy matchups by any means, which is why they're such good fights. I love them. O'Malley got the money, a new house, big compound. He's pulling up on the Rolls-Royce Phantoms. The mighty might have made him less hungry. It's true. Yeah, he is hella rich now. It is true. He doesn't really need to fight anymore. He's built his name, he's built his brand, he's got his streaming and his channel and all that good stuff. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think if he wasn't all in, I don't think that he would still be fighting. Because it's like, yeah, the paychecks are nice, but it's like he could just kind of like live off of what he's built already at this point. But I think that he wants to win for sure. I think that he's maybe less hungry, but I still think that he is hungry to win. I think that he still wants to maybe get the belt back or still be one of the top guys. I'm going to wait to solidify my pick till weigh-ins, but I'm on Yadong. Pause. I'm on Yadong. He needs a vintage O'Malley performance. 100%. I agree with you. Yep. He needs a vintage O'Malley performance. The thing with O'Malley is that he didn't really fight anybody good until Pedro Munoz, and then he eye-poked him, and then he fought Petr Yan. Before that, he was just crushing cans. He TKO'd Aljamain Sterling impressively for the belt. Fucking destroyed Chito Vera. But Chito Vera is a lot slower than Song Yadong. So, then he lost to Rob twice. Yeah, I mean, shit. Looking at his record, and that Petr Yan fight was razor close. I mean, shit. Song Yadong is a solid underdog. He's probably one of my favorite underdogs on the card, I would say. Because I'm a Song Yadong fan. I like him. I like his fighting style. He's fucking aggressive striker, comes forward, throws big shit, knocks people out. I like that shit. You guys know me. You know that I like that shit. Outside of, like, Derrick Lewis, probably, I'd say Song Yadong. Let me see. I'm going to think about this real quick. Arnold Allen or Song Yadong? Which one do I like better as an underdog? I think I like Song Yadong better as an underdog than Arnold Allen. I don't know. Like, something about Arnold Allen just makes me feel like John Silva can take advantage of his... He's just too basic. And it's just like John Silva has fucking power. He's got that creativity with the striking. Not that O'Malley doesn't, but yeah, I don't think that Sean O'Malley has as much, sauce on his punches as a John Silva. Like, Sean O'Malley, he does have punching power. That's not what I'm saying. But John Silva fucking really, really can crack. Sean O'Malley has the accuracy. That's what he has. But Silva's accurate too. Shit. Yeah, I like Song Yadong. I think that he's just... I like the physicality that he has, the physicality advantage that he has on O'Malley. Like, the pick is O'Malley, but Song Yadong, I would say, is a very solid underdog on this card. And then other than that, I mean, shit. Michael Johnson's a solid underdog. I'm picking Hernandez. Outside of that, man, the dogs are in for a tough night. They really are. Derrick Lewis obviously has that puncher's chance over anybody, but you know. Now let's talk about the two elephants in the room. Yeah, Waldo versus Delu. Yeah, definitely not Arnold. Michael Johnson. I was gonna play his decision prop, but it's only plus 360, so I'm thinking of fading this fight. Yeah, I don't think I'm betting on that fight. I think I might have like my free bet, like my coupon. I think I have Alexander Hernandez in a long shot parlay. But the only bet that I have on this card is Charles Johnson and Hokit. That's all I have. And then outside of that, I might fucking throw another little $10 on here just to put some more shit together. But for now, let me see. Let me tell you guys. So I've got a six-legger. Six-legger. Modestas Bukauskas, Natalia Silva, John Silva, Waldo Cortes-Acosta, Sean O'Malley, Paddy Pimblett, all money line. Just my free bet, $6 to win $24. And then Charles Johnson, Josh Hokit, $25 to win 53. I'm probably gonna deposit a little bit just to throw a little bit more down with in terms of props and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to do better this year with not losing so much money betting on the UFC. Yeah, it's a good way to play it. Yeah. I'm on Hernandez. Oh, actually, I didn't even bet Hernandez. I'm fucking tripping. Yeah, because that fight was too close to call for me. I didn't even bet Hernandez. I got Bukauskas, Silva, Cortes-Acosta, O'Malley, Pimblett. Yeah, I didn't even put Hernandez in this just because like that Michael Johnson Hernandez fight is just too close to call. I'm picking Hernandez, but it's just like, bro, that fight could go either way. That's a Reebok era ass fight. You know what I mean? 2019 fight. Nah, Johnson might go to sleep in this one. Yeah, I like Hernandez's footwork. I like his footwork. I like his counter striking. Johnson, he looked good against Zellhuber, but I think that was in part like Zellhuber just looked like shit, dude. He really did. Like that kind of just showed me like Zellhuber's actually just kind of overrated. It was an impressive win for Johnson, but Zellhuber just was not letting his hands go. He was just utilizing kicks. He ended up getting dropped. Zellhuber just looked bad in that fight. He really did. He looked bad. He just wasn't throwing. Like Alexander Hernandez is not going to have that same kind of inability of boxing with Michael Johnson. He's not going to have that same fear of letting his hands go. Johnson might be coming forward and throwing more flurries, but it's like Alexander Hernandez is going to look to line him up. He's going to look to land something big. And I think he could. He definitely could. I'm picking Hernandez by decision, which I feel like I might be like kind of regretting at this point. I feel like he probably could catch him, get the KO. Hernandez, he's just hit a little bit more in his prime of the two. Both guys have fast hands. Both guys are well-rounded. But I just think that Hernandez's footwork will be the difference maker here. His counters as well. What's your bankroll management like? It took me a full year to get bankroll management down pat. Yeah, before I was just I just gradually started betting less and less on every card throughout 2025 as I just lost more and more money. Like it would be like $30, then it would be like 25, then it would be 20, then it would be like 15, then it would be 10, then it would be 5. Like just like throughout as the year went on, I was just betting less and less because I just kept fucking losing. I was just like, God damn. This is adding up as time goes on. But yeah, I would say I probably bet around like freaking $10 to $15 a card on average, I would say. Johnson beat a kid in Zellhuber and people are rating him highly. Yeah, man. I just like that fight showed me that Zellhuber is just kind of ass. Like Johnson looked good, but Zellhuber just looked fucking so bad in that fight. Like I feel like that's a big part of that as well. That Zellhuber just did not look good. He didn't look good at all. Let me pin this comment. Can I pin this comment? Because I got the link here for you. If anybody wants to hop on here and chop it up with your boy. If not, no pressure as well to fucking pop into here. It's just the option for the panel is available. You go ahead and pin that. Pin message. All right. Honestly, Cole, you just have to set your limit beforehand and stick to it. Yeah. I only bet on 2 sports as well, so I don't bet on too many things throughout the month. Yeah, and I only, not primarily, I only bet on the UFC. Like, yeah, that's it. That's it for the most part. Yeah, for sure. One main rule I live by now is 1/3, 1/4, 1/5 total bankroll I played on an event. Depending on how aggressive I wanted to be, I only bet on the UFC now too. Yeah, everything else is too many variables, and I just don't know anything else like well enough to feel confident in betting on it. You know what I mean? I would join, but I'm in bed. You're good, bro. I'll join. Fuck yeah. Max and Charles prediction. That's a good question. I'm leaning Max. I like Max. I like his striking. I like his volume. I think that he can out kickbox Charles. I don't think that Max necessarily will get taken down and fucked up. Only bet with what you're okay with losing. That's the golden rule of gambling. 100%. Yeah, only bet what you can afford to lose. I'm gonna go ahead and let Coltrane get in here and chop it up. What's up, brother? How you doing, dude?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How you been?
Good over here as well. But yeah, what do you think about Max and Charles?
Max and Charles. If
I'm
are they
Max.
fighting?
Yeah, for the BMF belt.
Oh shit! Did I fucking miss that, or was that ages ago? And I just
326.
like, did that come out during the break?
Yes.
Yeah. No. Honestly, I'm not kidding. My brain fucking shut down fully during the break. Like I struggled a lot to just my usual like weekly routine with the UFC was always like Sunday to Wednesday was like fight tape study, just taking in everything. Wednesday to Friday is just like taking in all the content from online, you guys as well. And then yeah, just when the break hit, I was like, what am I like fucking do more housework? Like fucking
I hear you.
more?
Yeah,
like...
I just saw stuff on social media, but yes, 326 is Max versus Charles, May 7th. It's looking not May, my bad, March 7th. And then Calbo de Ritter's on that card, Moicano Ortega, Font versus Rosas Jr.
And it's lightweight as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lightweight for the BMF title.
I'd have to side with Max, to be honest.
Me too.
It seems to me with the added weight, it's solved his I don't know, he didn't have chin problems before because he was never knocked down, but thinking back to like that Dustin Poirier fight, you could kind of see it. He was not getting knocked down, but everything he got hit with was like a little like reset, and like he quickly had to like get back into it, But now it seems like he's got that extra weight. He's got more on his punches. He's got more cardio to throw heavier punches as well. Seems unstoppable. Like I feel like with Charles, it's getting the offensive wrestling going, which for me, I feel like he's always gone into the ground because people have either gone to the ground with him or he's knocked someone down and just jumped on top of them.
Yeah, I don't think Max is going to entertain being on the ground with him. He said that he wants to submit Charles, which I think he's full of shit. I think he's just talking shit.
Well, but, like maybe if he like knocks him down and like jumps on like a ghillie or something, but
yeah,
I mean, it'd be funny to see Max Holloway backpack Charles.
Right, dude? Can you imagine? Has Max even submitted anybody? Let me see how many. This dude has 2 submission wins, and those were.
What was that?
I don't even know. He submitted Andrey Feely in 2014 with a guillotine choke, and he submitted Cub Swanson with a guillotine choke in 2015. So it's been over 10 years since he submitted
10 and 11 years.
Yeah. Max is full of shit, bro. He's not going to submit Charles. I don't think he's going to attempt that. He's just saying shit. But I think Max keeps it on the feet. He keeps it striking. He doesn't engage Charles on the ground. He keeps it where he's strong, and he just kind of pieces Charles up. Charles, he's dangerous in the striking, but I feel like Max is like, he gets hit a lot, but he is defensively sound. Like, he gets hit, but he doesn't get like hit super clean. I don't think he's just going to be eating whatever Charles is throwing at him. He's going to be getting out of range. He's going to be keeping himself safe. He's going to land good, hard shots on Charles. You think he finishes him? You think he goes to a decision?
Is it 5-rounder?
Yeah, it's a 5-rounder.
Okay. I would lean towards probably like it's. I think it's always the same thing with Charles. It's that he can play it safe, but he's always going to put his chin out there and willing to take a hard hit to give one, but. With Max Holloway, you're not really going to hit him back. He's probably going to fade out and hit you with 2 more, So
yeah, exactly.
I would lean a finish. But yeah, I'd probably have to see the odds on that one, to be honest.
I'm gonna assume Max is a favorite, but yeah, no, nothing's out yet because that fight's far out. But I would say that Max maybe. Shit, he might be
like if a
2-1.
decision's juiced for me, I'd probably like lean a decision. But no, I would say I'd probably bet the knockout without looking at the odds. If it's 5 rounds, it uses 25 minutes to knock out Charles, and it's Max Holloway at a higher weight, who's better than ever. I would say, in my opinion.
And Charles has been let me see. I think that's my little sister that just popped in the chat. That's hilarious. Go, what's up? How you doing? How you doing, Nikki?
Support from the family. Love it.
Hell yeah. But she threw me off there. But I was saying I saw like a clip of Charles Oliveira training, like he was sparring, and his training partner like pointed down to the ground, and like they just started fucking ripping at each other, like preparing for the last 10 seconds. But yeah, no.
Is that like every Friday for them or something? Because that's right, crazy, man.
Those guys are maniacs.
Like, to be fair, I've started to now give... You know how everyone, anytime a Fighting Nerds fighter would fight last year, it's like, oh shit, this guy or this girl's going to like absolutely smash it. Fighting Nerds are the best fighters ever. I'm starting to give a little bit of weight to Shoot to Box now. I feel like those guys are actually got something going. Like, I feel like a lot of their fighters are getting up. But no, if you're sparring like that and you're, 36? And you got knocked out bad against Topuria.
I mean, those dudes are always beating the shit out of each other.
I think I got to lean Holloway, a Holloway knockout here, to be honest, and yeah, maybe even a finish just to cover my ass, just in case he really goes for that submission.
Right, just inside the distance.
Yeah,
and then I don't remember what you talked about with AJ. I was just kind of like, just vibing, just listening and stuff, listening to what everybody said. Are you on Gaethje or Paddy?
Oh, so I didn't even get to, like, I just got so focused on the bloody Song Yadong fight. I didn't even get to mention anything else. I'm on Paddy on this one. I think you can't just say, oh, Paddy's going to absolutely run through Justin Gaethje without mentioning that Justin Gaethje has a puncher's chance. And even in his last fight, Michael Chandler, like, that's probably the best I've seen of Paddy, but he's still getting hit with hard shots. So the worry is, what if Justin Gaethje hits you with one of those hard shots? I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm definitely betting Paddy. I'm still thinking about if I want to hedge at least like a knockout from Justin Gaethje, or even just like a round 1 KO prop from Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, it's just with Justin, he hasn't knocked anybody out in a while. So, since Poirier, he landed that head kick.
Yeah. But that's like it's
tall.
Yeah. It's not like, Justin Gaethje's a knockout artist for me. It's more so that Paddy Pimblett leaves his chin out at times, and that's why I'm not like, I'm putting all my money on the Justin Gaethje knockout. It's more so to cover my ass. If I do put a lot of money on Paddy, I'm probably going to put a little bit. I'm just trying to get the odds up now for Justin Gaethje KO. Like nearly, it's actually going up a bit. It's nearly at 5, plus 400. So
Gaethje KO is plus 400.
Like if I'm putting like for me, so I'd probably put like $100, $150 max on Paddy Pimblett. I'm probably still going to play like $15 to $35 on a Gaethje KO. And if I'm really feeling like, I just want to maximize my profit and not even worry about it, I'd probably even go Gaethje KO round 1, paying at $1,200. Like, if Gaethje gets the KO, I think it's early. It would be pretty crazy to see like a Gaethje, piecing up Paddy Pimblett, the building up to a finish, but I feel like if anyone's getting a later finish, it's probably Paddy by sub. I guess for me, a lot of my I kind of get a bit blended with the math side of things and just the prediction side of things. Sometimes I feel like another fighter is going to win, but I won't put any money on them because I don't see any value on it. And on this one, there's a little bit of value on Paddy, but I'd be remiss in saying like I wouldn't put a little bit on Gaethje just in case.
Yeah, I definitely understand. And I maybe I think maybe Gaethje a little bit later would be live as well, just because I feel like he probably would have the cardio advantage. Like Paddy might try to start fast, start early. I don't know. I don't see. Maybe
Yeah,
it's hard
actually,
to
no,
know Paddy's approach.
that's not a bad call either. Because sometimes I also like playing the KO combinations, and if it's a later round, usually the combinations still pay out a lot. So yeah, if you're looking at
Yeah,
Justin Gaethje KO round 3, 4, or 5, that's still paying out plus 950. But this is all on Australian sportsbook, so it might be cooked compared to yours. Justin Gaethje 4-5 paying 1,600.
Justin Gaethje round 5 knockout is plus 5,000, which is fucking
And then
crazy.
yeah, if you want to like go
By round 4 is plus 3,500.
yeah, if you want to predict the specific round later on as well, yeah, you're looking at plus 2,000 on all of them. You know, it definitely what have I got here for the system? Yeah, I would say like my plays are probably going to be Paddy by sub, Paddy by sub early, and then after discussing with you, yeah, I might avoid that. Was actually thinking about it. Even if Gaethje throws hard early on, that's probably just going to leave him open for a takedown. Like if he overswings on a hook or if he overswings on an uppercut, Paddy's just going to go to the hips, and then that's like done, mate. Like if you're getting mounted triangled by Figueiredo, like Paddy's going to do bad things
the
on
issue.
the ground.
And like with Paddy, he doesn't have like the best traditional wrestling takedowns with the single legs and the double legs, and Gaethje, historically he has that defensive wrestling, but it's like he can go get around to his back, he can get the body lock, he can sweep around, he can jump up on Gaethje's back at standing, and just fight for that rear naked choke as he's standing up. You know what I mean? There are multiple different ways that Paddy can like try to attack submissions. I don't think that he's going to go for anything crazy like a flying triangle, like trying to pull some shit out of his ass like that. But it's like jumping up on his back and, trying to put a hook in, trying to get a standing rear naked choke. Like I see that as like a highly likely method of victory for Paddy.
Yeah.
Because it's just like Gaethje, he just does not train jiu-jitsu notoriously. He just doesn't fuck around with it. He's like, I don't jiu-jitsu's fucking gay, bro. I'm not going to do it. He's just like, I'm going to strike, I'm going to anti-wrestle, and that's it.
Yeah. No, honestly, I've watched a lot of his training. I swear to God, I've never seen him in a gi. I've never seen him on the ground. Grapple. It's only in gloves. It's all cardio work. Like I remember his training with Khabib. It was like, oh, like we're gonna make sure his cardio is like levels above what he's at right now. Like we've got him with weighted vests and jumping on the treadmill every day, and then
it was all footwork.
2 rounds. Like
it was all footwork for.
He was tired in that fight. So what was the point of focusing so hard on that? It baffles me, man. Because he was one of the most exciting fighters. Still is one of the most exciting fighters to watch. Like, I think Paddy has the ability to scramble to really beneficial positions. With Gaethje does get taken down a lot, but he gets back to his feet really well. But I feel like with people who can actually get to the back or switch positions to a more dominant position, like a Charles Oliveira, like a Khabib Nurmagomedov, Paddy's probably going to have a similar situation where it just gets to the ground, or maybe Gaethje overthrows on something, and as he's trying to get away, it gives his back or gives an advantageous position to Paddy, and then Paddy just works from there. Like he might entertain the stand up for a bit, but I reckon as soon as he gets a bite of like a hip or even just like he's on the ground, he's just going to go for it.
I agree.
Especially if
yeah. Paddy, he can at least survive on the feet with Gaethje. Like, but Gaethje can't survive on the ground with Paddy. That's the thing. Peso the ruler says here, I hope Gaethje knocks Paddy out in the first exchange. Wouldn't that be some shit? Wouldn't that be some shit? They just come out like a Terrence McKinney, Matt Frivola, just throws a 1-2, fucking chins him right immediately. That'd be crazy.
Touch gloves and just overhand over the top.
Right. Yeah, can you imagine? That'd be insane. But I mean, Scousers don't get knocked out, bro. Or sorcerers, like Cody Garbrandt says, sorcerers don't get knocked out. But I don't. That'd be insane. That would be some crazy shit. What a way
Every
to
time I
start
hear that, though,
26.
I think of Darren Till getting knocked the
Yeah.
absolute fuck out by Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a bad one.
No, he got fucking put out nasty. Got put out nasty. But I guess Till's not a Scouser anymore. They disowned him after that. But nah, dude, yeah. I mean, with Gaethje, he has that power. He does, but it's like the last time he knocked somebody out, was Poirier with that head kick with a punch. It was Edson Barbosa and Cowboy back in 2019. You know, they say power is the last thing you lose, but it's like when it comes to the speed, when it comes to the ability to get into range and land those punches, like Paddy is there to be hit, yes, but fuck, man, I don't know. It's just it's hard for me to. I'm not picking Gaethje, but it's like it's hard for me. I don't know, to see where it happens. Like I feel like if anything, if Gaethje knocks Paddy out, it would almost kind of feel like almost fluky. But I don't know, because it's like Paddy does leave his chin up. He does leave his leaves his head on a fucking silver platter. Basically, Gaethje swings hard.
Yeah, and it wasn't like thinking back to that Michael Chandler fight. It wasn't like he left his chin up from the first second. It was more so he got comfortable and then like Chandler came back with an overhand right. And then that kind of
he was just swinging on him.
Yeah, so I feel like I'd be worried if the round was developing and you see Paddy get too comfortable with the stand-up, thinking, "Oh, I'm just going to piece this guy up like I did Chandler."
Yeah, like if they get into a brawl, a brawl type situation. Yeah, Gaethje would thrive in that, but
he throws wild.
I don't think Paddy's going to be dumb enough to try. Maybe shit. Who knows?
Well, it's different consequences now because it's not just it's my ranking. It's now like possible title fight.
Yeah, because it's for the interim belt.
Yeah, so then you get the number one spot for the actual belt, or then they give you the fight for the belt if Topuria doesn't come back.
Paddy does kind of he does fight with his balls though. He doesn't like go out there just to pitter pat and fuck around. Like he's a high octane fighter. He does go for a finish.
I'd be worried if the calf kicks from Justin were successful early on. If they came out and Justin was able to get a lot of good leg kicks off and really fuck up the lead leg of Paddy, that might get him shooting desperate or like throwing bad strikes.
But Paddy's got leg kicks too. But you're right though. He can't just be eating too many of those. But with the leg kicks, that opens up Paddy to catch the kick and turn it into a takedown attempt.
Yeah,
I mean, so if Justin's just spamming him, he could end up being made to pay for that kind of, But or if Paddy reaches down, try to catch a kick, Justin brings it up top, head kicks him. I don't know.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different ways, a lot of different outcomes that can happen in the fight. It's very fucking entertaining. Jay Lou in the chat, what's up, bro? It's been a minute. Just stopped in to say what's up. Can't stay, but just watched your breakdown video. Good work, homie. We're back. I appreciate you, Brett, my guy. But dude, I feel fucking super lame because I literally picked every single favorite on the card. But it's just I really think that they're gonna win. You know what I mean? I didn't pick a single underdog, which just feels super fucking lame. But
sometimes
I gotta pick who I think wins. I just gotta pick who I think is gonna win the fight. I wish I saw a dog on there.
Yeah, there's a couple that I kind of like here, Song Yadong and Michael Johnson, but even that, talking to you guys more, it's like shit. Like Vegas might have got this right. Favorites are favorites for a reason, but it's also like it's MMA. Anything can happen. I always say that to myself at the end of every week. Like I think the percentages are roughly like 64% of the time the favorite wins. So it's not like 80-90% like you should be going with the favorite every time, but there's enough of a gap to sometimes go, you know what, like maybe it is worth playing a Song Yadong, maybe it is worth playing a Michael Johnson, but you also can't be mad
Derrick Lewis by KO.
Derrick Lewis by KO, like definition of puncher's chance.
But definitely. Like Derrick Lewis can knock out fucking anybody, but the thing with Waldo is like it's not like Waldo is pillow fisted either. He's got some power in his hands.
Waldo's also being extremely active. Like I can't remember.
He's comfortable.
Like it was the last fighter that fought this much. Like Hamza, like Murad this year as well.
Probably like Kevin Holland, 2020 Kevin Holland.
Kevin Holland as well. Like you don't see this activity that much, and at heavyweight where you can get knocked out like quick, man. Like this guy's bad. This guy's fucking bad.
I think it helps he doesn't have to cut too much weight either.
Yeah,
because he's heavyweight limit 265. I don't think he's walking around like 300 pounds or anything like that. He's a big ass dude, but probably around like maybe 280 at the heaviest, out of shape. But
6'4" with a 78-inch reach, like.
Yeah, he's got his hand speed. He's got the footwork. Waldo Cortes-Acosta has the fucking chin too. He's taking clean shots off of Sergey Pavlovich. He didn't really show. He didn't get dropped by Sergey. He wasn't too wobbled. He would just kind of take it. He was like, fuck, all right, let's just keep going. And he's got that power as well. It only took Pavlovich 50 seconds to knock out Derrick Lewis. Like, MMA math aside, I just think that Cortes-Acosta is going to be like the guy that wants it more. You know what I mean? Like, if he doesn't just get put flat out, like just slept, like I think that he'll try to power through and like really go for it. Like if it's a war, I think that Waldo Cortes-Acosta is a bit of the hungrier guy, and that he's going to come out on top if they're just going back and forth. But like Derrick Lewis, if he just sleeps him, there's no back and forth there. We
know, Waldo's got the decisions in him, so he can go the distance if he wants to. But it seems like he's sort of leaning towards getting those knockouts now, or if the opportunity. And I feel like with Derrick, it's going to be how he usually goes. Like if we look back to the Tai Tuivasa fight, it's basically throw all you can. Oh, I didn't knock out the dude. Okay, I'm just death gas now, and I'll try and like stay in the fight. But if you're smart, you'll knock me out. And I feel like with Waldo, it'll probably be the same thing. It will just avoid the big shots or absorb some of those big shots, and then Derrick's not going to have the gas to protect himself, and he's just going to get walked over. Waldo's going to like throw. I'm definitely leaning Waldo on this one. I might, just for the the history and for the sake of it, put money on a Derrick Lewis KO, because you can't not, I mean,
let me see what that even is. Derrick Lewis right now is a plus 233 underdog. Derrick Lewis by KO is plus 350. I mean, shit. Derrick Lewis round 1 plus 650.
$10 for the culture, maybe.
Right, $10 on Derrick Lewis round 1 to get myself a $65. It's just like Waldo round 1 is plus 260.
It'd be crazy though if you like not. Yeah, he lost to Sergey Pavlovich, but you've won. What was that? 7 out of your last 8. And then you go through all of that just to get knocked out by Derrick Lewis.
Right. And it was relatively competitive with Pavlovich too. He didn't just completely get shitted on. He lost, but he didn't just get fucked up from pillar to post all the time.
Like old Pavlovich, like the aggressive Pavlovich, Waldo might have gotten away with that. But no, like Pavlovich changed after that Volkov loss. Like he really fucking lost it after that and changed.
Yeah, I think it was the Aspinall one that really.
Yeah, well, like that. That's
made him lose his confidence because he got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, that's what I was. Sorry, I was more saying he changed his fighting style more so. Like with the he lost his confidence from the Aspinall fight, but after the Volkov fight, it was like
that carried into the Volkov fight. Yeah.
It's like shit. Like I really need to rethink shit, and then it just like had a smart game plan against Waldo, which is just caught him at the wrong time.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, this can't go the distance," and then it goes the distance.
Yeah, I remember because I think I put a lot of money on the under on that one.
Oh shit!
I just remember like every minute that passed was like, what are these guys fucking doing, man? They're playing smart.
Right.
He's a heavyweight stock. Like, come on. But yeah.
For me, the fight not to go the distance for Lewis and Acosta is minus 275, which isn't terrible. It's like I feel like that's playable, at least like in a parlay for that not to go the distance. To go the distance is plus 190. I think they're maybe just thinking like it's possible to go to a decision.
I think the worry is if Waldo doesn't look for the finish, like he just wants to win rounds and win the fight overall. But because of how Dealey fights in his age, I feel like the lean is probably it doesn't go the distance, but there is just like a just in case it might go the distance.
Yeah.
Because we have seen Dealey go the distance before as well. Like he can also be tentative when he feels like it. But I think maybe after that Francis Ngannou fight, I'm guessing he got a ramming in the back rooms from the bosses, and it's like, don't do
just
that ever
both
again.
guys, their power is just so consequential. You know what I mean? It's just like they just need, either one of them just needs to land once, and the fight could be over, or close to being over. You know, the one guy gets just the shit rocked out of him. It's just
like even like a hard jab from either one of them. If they commit to it and the other guy's throwing, like they could stumble the other guy, then they can work on a finish from there. It's like it could like end in a moment's notice with these guys.
Exactly. They could both hurt each other. They can both knock each other out. Something interesting here for John Silva, Arnold Allen, for the fight to go the distance and for the fight to end inside the distance is even both ways. Minus 118 both ways.
I think I'm leaning a John Silva finish. But I could also see a decision as well. Like,
I think I'm leaning decision just because Arnold Allen's never been finished.
Yeah.
But John Silva does knock motherfuckers out. Does have a lot of power.
Yeah, I don't know how, because with every fight with John Silva, it's always like, how much is the talking going to affect the fight? It's honestly become a thing I have to look at for me, because some fighters will completely like go out of the fight and start talking to them. Some fighters will ignore it, but it really plays a bit into it. And I hope Arnold Allen will keep his composure and just ignore the bullshit.
Mm-hmm. No, I have it here in my notes, actually. I don't think Arnold Allen is going to fall into the mind games that John Silva likes to play, because that's all he's doing. He's just trying to fuck with you. He's just like, oh, let's high five. Let's do whatever the fuck. And then I'm going to try to knock you the fuck out 5 seconds later. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of here. It's but I do see Silva landing the better shots throughout the fight, you know, countering him as Allen tries to pressure. But it's just like, fuck, man. I think that Allen does get hurt, but I think that he can recover. I think that he can keep his composure, maybe try to fire back, keep himself in the fight. But Silva, he might get a little bit reckless, try to chase a finish, might maybe force a finish.
I could see strikes leading to a sub maybe for John Silva, but at the same time, I also, in my mind, I see either one of these guys getting their hand raised at the end, as in goes to a decision. I feel like if Arnold Allen wants to win, it's keeping at range and not buying into the bullshit, like you said with the mind games.
I don't think he would.
Decision. And John Silva may win a decision mainly based off of Arnold Allen's never been finished.
I just think that he's going to land the cleaner, harder shots throughout the fight. I think he's just going to do more damage as the fight goes on.
And even right,
so they might rob Allen. They might rob Allen.
100%. I'm pretty sure the only reason why Diego Lopez is fighting Volk is because John Silva was meant to win.
Yeah, that's true.
No way the UFC in the back were like, oh, let's get Diego Lopez and Volkanovski to fight like 2 times in a row. That would be fun, right? Like,
yeah.
I think it just went to shit, and they couldn't say no to Diego Lopez because he beat John Silva.
Shit, and that fight's only next week, bro.
Yeah, I was actually looking at going to that card. I live in Melbourne, and it's like only a state away in Sydney, but the tickets too expensive, man.
It sucks.
Like I went. When was Izzy and Strickland?
Like 2 years ago.
That was my first UFC card I went to. That was also in Sydney.
That's sick.
Yeah, no, it was like the reactions in the stadium when Sean knocked down Izzy. Like my ears were
in the
cooked,
first round.
Man. It's a close stadium as well. Bro. Like it was amazing, man.
Because like hearing it on the TV, the crowd blew the fuck up. Like I can't even imagine live.
Yeah, no, it was absolute insanity. My friend even he didn't even watch the UFC that much. He had Sean Strickland by points. I was like, how the fuck did you what? Like I do this I actually do this shit. And he made a lot of money. We went out that night. It was fun. Funny story.
I can imagine. Actually. Shit. What was that? Like plus 1,000?
Yeah, it was something like that. Plus 1,000, plus 1,500 or something.
Yeah, damn.
No, funny story. I was staying at a hostel, and I've been up because the card started at like 6 o'clock in the morning to be on US time. So I've been up like so early. I was like, nah, I want to go out, but like I can't be out that late and probably won't see any UFC fighters. Talking to this girl at the hostel in the morning, smokers, and she's like, oh, like I had a shit night. My friends like left me. I was at this Macca's. I was crying, and then this guy comes up and he's like, offering me like a smoke of his joint, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And she's like, oh yeah, he's a UFC fighter too. And I'm like, fuck who? Like who the fuck? She said Justin Gaethje was smoking a joint outside of Macca's in Sydney.
That's fucking sick. Dude. Did you get a picture with him?
No, I wasn't there. This is a random chick at the hostel telling me. I was like, "Are you,
dude?
You fucking lived my fucking dream, and you're
right,
like, can't even pronounce his name right? Are you fucking kidding me?"
Justin Gaethje's.
Yeah, I think she was like Justin Gaethje.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
I was fuming, and like ever since then, I was like, if the UFC ever comes back to Australia, I'm staying out all night and I'm roaming the city to find UFC fighters.
Right, just looking for fighters.
Yeah, like I think they just all hit the city afterwards. Because I mean, like, wouldn't you after like weeks and months of work, you know, like at least just get one beer in the city?
Party.
Yeah. And Justin wasn't even fighting. I think he just did the he was doing promos and shit with the UFC, so he must have just been living it up. But yeah, like no, the UFC this year, I think minimum when I looked on the day it released, the minimum I could get was $750 AUD just for the ticket, and that was nosebleeds. So I don't know what that
I hate the price gouging with the UFC at this point. It's because of the fucking Apex, bro. Yeah. It's like they control the like supply and demand, you know what I mean? Yeah. So they make it so that like the going to see the UFC in person is like a more exclusive experience kind of thing. It's like they limit the amount of arena shows.
Yeah, it's stupid though, because like you look at another Australian card, Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holm. That was at Etihad Stadium. I'm pretty sure that's like 100,000 capacity.
Really?
And that was one of the biggest cards ever in Australia, still to this day. And they have the ability to get these bigger stadiums. This was in Melbourne though, and apparently with the Victorian government, they don't fuck around with them because they do all their events in New South Wales and in I think it's Perth as well. But still, there's bigger stadiums in those states as well. So I don't understand. And even in America, like I don't understand, why are we not going for the 50,000 stadiums? Why not we like sell 30,000 cheap tickets and then keep the front ones exclusive? I don't understand it. They could be making a fuck ton more money, but they choose to. I think what they're going for is eventually $1,000 tickets minimum for every event or some shit. Because like, when is it going to end?
Damn shame. Yeah, because I've never been to a fight in person. Like I've never been to a UFC event in person. I became like I would say a fan during like the COVID times. Like I think I watched like a little bit before Gaethje and Tony happened, and like then since then like. It was like a couple cards before that I was watching it like every card, and then since then I've just been watching the fights nonstop. And then it's just like as the years go on, it's just everything gets more and more expensive. It's just a pain in the ass. It'd be cool to go to Spain and watch Ilia Topuria fight in Spain though. That'd be sick in like a big stadium over there. Yeah, but it needs to be a enclosed stadium. Like it can't be open air because what if it fucking rains? You know what I mean? You can't fight in the rain. That'd be sick though, but you can't do it.
Have you watched is it Here Comes the Boom?
Yeah
that scene where Kevin James is fighting in the fucking rain,
right? No, they can't have that. So it's just like
I'm pretty sure like that was an initial like the big thing with Dana. Anytime he was asked, he was like, oh, like open air stadiums, it's like too bad. But we're 2025 now. I'm pretty sure most stadiums have like retractable roofs, which is crazy to me, but still
I agree.
Most countries have that now, or if there isn't many, like I know, like they can travel anywhere they want, so they have the ability to go where they want and set up where they want.
Yeah, man, I think that like what I said about the whole supply and demand thing, like they just kind of want to control the amount of tickets that can be sold overall, so that they can just kind of like gouge the prices and sell them for as much as possible, which I hate. It's like I guess.
Purely from a business perspective, I get it. Like, look, if you can keep them exclusive, you can like keep putting them up every month, and no one's going to give a crap because it's like these are the only tickets there are. But look,
and the UFC is the best promotion there is. You know what I mean? There's nothing to compare.
I wonder if the current whoever's majority invested in the UFC now is just trying to get as much money as they can before they bounce, and then they'll just leave the backlash of high ticket prices to the next owners or whatever. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think they care too much. Yeah, like you said, it's just it's just a business. They want to make as much as possible. When it comes to like the regular fans, they're like they're gonna watch from home no matter what. Like it doesn't fucking matter. Let's get all these celebrities cage side at like what $10,000 or however much fucking cage side tickets cost. Insane.
Yeah. It was I think 2.5 grand Australian for the premium packages to get like backstage passes and like fight day stuff and get good. Even the seating wasn't that great. So yeah, like I think those like frontline seats are like 10 grand. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. It's wild. I definitely want to go to a UFC event eventually, like at least once. You know what I mean? Like a bucket list type of thing. Definitely would have to be a sick card though. Like I don't just want to go to any old fight night. It depends, you know, if it's like some cool fighters on there, then yeah, but it's like it would definitely have to be like something worth it for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
probably have to travel to the US to do that.
Yeah. Like I guess that's the main goal for me. Get my bankroll up enough that I can just afford to go to a UFC card, not really worry about the costs. Like it was,
yeah.
Like I feel like I could have done it. I definitely have the money for it, but then it's like, fuck, I would have eaten into my bankroll and then
sets you back a couple of months for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I wanted to. When I joined before, because I asked you about the bankroll management. Like, what was your issues with that one?
I would just lose. I would just not win my bets, and I was just kept losing my fucking money. And then my girlfriend would just be like, "Quit losing money on the fights," and I'd just be like, "All right. I promise I won't bet this time." And I just bet like $5, and then instead of like 30 or something, it was mainly just fucking losing the bets was the most like crucial part of it. You know what I mean? Like if I was winning all the time, then it wouldn't be an issue. But I would just fucking lose every time. I would just be pissed that I was out 30 whatever bucks. It's like I would say the most I ever bet on a card, probably like 50. And then I lost the 50 and I was like, yeah, fucking let me not do that again. And then I was just like, fuck me, dude. And yeah, as the months went on in 2025, it was just like, all right, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, It's just like, all right, let me not keep losing money. I'll just lose a little bit and it won't be that big of a deal.
Look, to be honest, like anything under, like I say even $1,000, like it's really hard to do any sort of proper bankroll management because you're working with such small amounts. Because if you really were to take a proper protective bankroll approach or like percentage based approach, you'd be putting down like 50-cent bets, $2 bets. Like 5 is your max dollar bet. Like 5 is your max bet, but you're like the growth is negligible. Like I started, I'd say mid 2024 betting on the UFC. Like my first win was Dominic Reyes, round 1 KO. Who the fuck? I think that was over Krylov.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started last year.
Oh no! Wait, sorry. No, before that was it Jacoby?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was it. That was my first like jumping for joy, like absolutely ecstatic, made money. I was like, oh, maybe I could fucking take this seriously. And then 6 months in, I thought I was winning a bunch, and I actually like got up in an Excel spreadsheet, put in all my bets, and I was like, fuck, I broke even for the year. I had like wins of like 1K, 2K, $300, $500, $100, but then I actually totaled up everything. So that was my first step. Like, just go through your bank statements, go on your betting app, get all the records, and then have you made a profit? Have you made a loss? Are you trending towards one way? Did you just have one really bad month? And then
I lost like $200, $300 last year. It's fucking not good.
Get you some. Like, I think my worst month, I lost $600 this year, but I was having a bad mental health month, and I wasn't doing any research. I was just making bets last minute, so I'm blaming it on that. But no, like over the year, like like 300, 400, 1.5K, and then end of the year did really strong. Like, a lot of it at the start is just tracking what you're doing. and is it viable or not is the first question you want to ask, because like anything under $500, $1,000, it's not like, look, it's still money's money, but in the terms of betting, it's kind of inconsequential. Like I made I spent like 17K this year, and that's still not considered a substantial amount of bankroll. Like everywhere I look with professional bettors, they're like, "Oh, if you're not betting, like, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying."
I'm
like,
not pro though. What's up, Paku? What's up, Paku? Go ahead.
What's up, Aku? Yeah, like it's crazy to me that I've been consistently betting so much. Like, gone from betting $100 a card to now $1,000 a card, but that's still not considered a lot. Apparently, like I need to have 10K ready to go. But at the moment, my bankroll's sitting at around 5 to 7K, depending on how aggressive I want to be. It's hard, man. Like, it is a lot of like tracking. Like, it started with my notes, but then like I had to.
It's a lot of up and down.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. It's like 1 week you'll do good, 1 week you'll eat shit. 1 week you'll do good, 1 week you'll eat shit. You'll eat shit 2 weeks in a row, and you're like, fuck. Hopefully you win more than you lose, but it's fucking not easy for sure.
I had one event where I fully like I don't think I either made like one $50 bet back or nothing basically, so I lost all my money. But most of the time I'm at least breaking even. So as long as you've got your base level of bets, like your safe bets, your money lines, like your 2 or 3 step money line multis, your straight methods that have a high chance of winning, as long as you cover yourself with that, you can kind of play around a bit with like the the longer shot multis and the longer shot prop parlays and stuff. Yeah,
my issue is that I got kind of lucky early. Like I got some beginner's luck, and then I just kind of kept just betting stupid after that, because I think I bet like $35 and I made 160 back. It was on like a 4 or 5 legger. I think Rafael Esteban was on there, Jacqueline Cavalcanti was on there. I don't remember who else, but the last fight on that bet was Yusuf Zalal versus Calvin Kattar, and I bet on Yusuf Zalal. And in that third round, Yusuf Zalal was just running his ass off, and I was just like, keep fucking running like a bitch. Like I was like,
I remember that too. I think I was saying the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, if I didn't have money on this, I would be pissed right now. But since this is gonna win my bet, keep fucking running, bro. I don't give a fuck. And that shit hit, and I was like, let's go. And then I just kept betting like ass after that, just losing and losing. It was the beginning, because that was like one of my first bets, and I made like $160. I'm like, let's fucking go. I know everything about betting, bro. I'm a fucking whiz. I'm a wizard. And then I just ate dicks for the rest of 2025.
I'm telling you, man, like every 2 months or 3 months, I keep saying the same thing to myself. Like, I'm the best. I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just a money printer. But then you get a bad week or a bad month, and I think the main thing you should take on this is same as MMA fight. It's just aim to constantly improve. If you made a mistake, why did that bet lose? Was it because of luck? Was it because the fighter had low IQ? Was it because you made a bad bet? Like that, I analyzed everything. Like I went through every single bet I made in 2025. It was a total of 1,210 bets.
Damn.
Like I was like, if I'm taking this seriously, I'm taking this seriously. I'm going through everything and tracking everything, and yeah, like it people say parlays aren't safe and that's just money burners. Yeah, money burners and stuff like that. But if you control the limits on yourself, you can make a lot of money. Like if I removed any of the multis that paid out 1,000 and over, I would have lost 4K in total revenue for the year, a total net profit for the year. Like it made up 9K.
No, yeah, you gotta risk it for the biscuit, they say, for sure.
Yeah, like I
spend money to make
placed 420 multis that were over 1,000 odds. My hit rate was 7%, but the return on investment was nearly 100%. So it's like, as long as you're not going crazy and putting on $100 multis every week, just put $10, $5. I even put down 50-cent multis because I'm like, look, if the odds are high enough, like it's probably not going to hit, but if it hits, it's just a nice profit booster,
Right, it's true. Yeah, because then like you said, like the loss is just non-existent. Essentially, it's just not even $1. But let me see. Paku here says track your bets. I agree. I've tracked for over 3 years, haven't had a losing year since I've been tracking, and a plus 52 unit year in 2024. Bankroll management is as important as stylistic reads. Yeah, that's what I got to start doing. The thing is with me, it's just like I don't really bet to like. I mean, obviously, I bet to make money, but I'm not betting to be like, yeah, this is what I'm going to live off of, or I don't know. It's just more just like kind of like fun. Just like I'm just betting for fun, just kind of like make a little bit here and there. Just hopefully I can win. I'm going to try to do better this year, definitely for sure, because I don't think I'm going to be betting a lot, but I'm definitely going to be trying to win a lot more. Yeah. So we'll see how I'm going to do with that this year. But I work full time. Like obviously my main source of income is just my job. So it's like some professional bettors just bet for a living, which I couldn't even imagine doing. Yeah. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, like if I'm being honest, that's where I'm trying to go with it. Like at the start, it was 100% for fun, but when I was making enough money, and like I said, the growth from even just looking at how much I'm betting, if I'm gone from 100 to 1,000 in 1 year, how much can I do in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or whatever? Main thing is just playing it safe, protecting the bankroll I have now, and just continue to grow and keeping the community like genuinely, like I've said it a lot, but like AJ, I went to a lot of different content creators over the platform, online, even just different platforms as well, and AJ seems to be someone who just knows everything. Like he's been watching every card, every fight so often that he just has this almanac of all this UFC knowledge just stuck in his head, and it's just great to have that resource. Like, and that's why I donated so much to him. Like I fucking donated 10% of my winnings in those last 2 months to him, because it's like if I wasn't watching his videos, if I wasn't getting involved in these discussions, I wouldn't have that money. So it's like I gotta fucking pay it back, man.
It's true. I agree. No, I mean, I would definitely donate to AJ a lot more if I won shit. But
that's the thing. Like you're there all the time. You're getting involved in shit. I feel bad because like I don't get involved as much. But like if you're winning, I feel like you give. If it's like $1, man, just anything, because it's like just watching his video, it gives you so much insight on everything. Like other people are good, but like AJ just gives you all the looks and shit. And it's not like I'm just like purely following his bets. It's just that I probably put his opinion above a lot of other people's opinions.
Yeah, I feel like,
which is weird though, because then I'm going against him on the Sean O'Malley fight.
Right. Yeah, no, it's true. Sometimes, I mean, AJ can't get it right every time, but it's like I feel like sometimes when I do fade him, it's like I feel like I'm always fucking wrong, bro. It's like every time I fade AJ, that shit. Like, because I picked not Bonfim, I picked Randy Brown over Bonfim, and then Randy Brown just goes out there and gets absolutely butt fucked, and I'm just like, God damn it! And AJ was on Gabriel Bonfim.
Yeah.
And Paku asks is Cole Ossie, and yes, he is Paku. But yeah, and then with Kyle Bohalio Imavov, I was on Kyle Bohalio. AJ was on Imavov. Imavov goes out there, looks great. I'm just like, fuck me, dude.
What about the Bruno Ferreira fight and Vittori? Did you pick flip that one?
No, I ended up staying on Bruno Ferreira. I actually got Bruno Ferreira by decision on that one.
I pick flip with AJ, and that was a hard watch.
Yeah. Nah, dude, because I was just like, dude, Vittori's so fucking bad, bro. I feel like
that was my thought at the start, but then I trusted AJ, and like I was like, oh shit, the weigh-ins, man. And I said in the live stream, I was like, but what if he like gives him a little bit of cardio, and then he was like, nah, no way.
Even before the weight miss, I was picking Fajeda. I was just like, he can probably just land the harder shots, and like, Vittori has an iron head. I don't think he's going to get knocked out. I said it. I had a whole breakdown. I was like, this is probably going to be the first decision win that Bruno Ferreira gets, and then I called it. I wish I threw some fucking money down on that shit, but I did get it because I was just like, Vittori can't be knocked out, and Bruno Ferreira is just better at fighting for the most part. He's just going to land better, and he did. He hurt him. I mean, Vittori had a moment where he was kind of coming on in round 3, but he just kind of like let him off the hook. Which I guess must have pissed you guys off.
had a little bit of hope, and then it just all faded away within like
10 seconds. Because he just stopped throwing. He just stopped throwing. He kind of like had him like a little bit wobbled, and just kind of just took his foot off the gas.
Either he like gassed out. I know if he threw anymore, he'd be death gassing, or he's just like, fuck it, I can't really do much anymore.
Vittori, man, he looks like he should be so much better than he is.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like punching power, he just doesn't throw properly. He just
throws arm punches. I'm not.
Yep.
I'm not sure if like his coaches have never taught him proper punch technique, or if it's like he refuses to learn proper punch technique.
That's what I say every time, bro. It's like he looks like a boxing coach just never taught him. All right, fucking drive from your hips. He comes from your feet. He's just like,
I'm
throwing arm punches.
Telling you, in beginners MMA, I was taught that you have to twist your hips, hit with the front two knuckles, twist like shoulders. It's like none of the. There's no kinetic energy movement. It's all like I'm just solid as fuck. So like I'm just gonna hit you with my solid ass body.
I literally commented on Marvin Vittori's Instagram. I'm like, bro, throw punches like Dricus du Plessis. Just swing harder with your whole body. I was like, fucking swing with your body, bro, and you'll be like, you'll do more damage.
Swing with
like your chin is iron. It doesn't
even
matter
if you like get an accidental headbutt, bro. Like you've got a big head, you could probably take it to you, and you'd probably get the other guy harder. And they don't
exactly.
Unless it like actually knocks out someone. Like I feel like they don't really call the headbutts that much. Like unless it like directly leads to a knockout or like them getting stunned, they don't they just pretend it never happened. Because like I've seen some bad cuts from a headbutt, and then there's like no points, there's no consideration. It's just like, no, you got cut. Like tough shit, man. It's like
yeah, no, it's true. It's only if it's like a brutal one like Brundage and Abdul Malik. Paku says here, I finally watched tape on this card. Is Ricky a live dog? Dude, right? I'm definitely not betting on Cameron Smotherman. And Ricky might be a live dog, bro. Just in terms of output, it's just like he definitely has heart when he fights. He's gritty, throws a lot. He's definitely going to fight for your money. It's just Smotherman's the more athletic guy. He's the more skilled fighter. But like I said this on, I don't know if you heard me, Cole, but I said this on the members stream with AJ. I was like, I feel like it's like a Danny Barlow versus Jordan Santos fight, where it's just like Jordan Santos, like one guy has more skills, but the other guy just has grit and heart, and he's just going to throw more. He's just going to go in there, fight hard. And Ricky might win this fight just based on output alone and making Cameron Smotherman uncomfortable and shit, which is why I'm not betting on it. But it's just like Ricky looks so bad against Ayman Zahabi. Granted, Zahabi has actually proven himself to be really good, and that loss aged well. But it's just like the way that he strikes from range, he's just so far off with his punches and kicks. It's just like, fuck me. But I don't know. I mean, Smotherman, I don't have faith in him. I'm not betting on either one of these guys. But
I think I'm avoiding the first two fights.
Me too. Yep. Not touching them. Not touching them.
Look, if I really had to like side with one, I'm probably going like Cameron Smotherman for my topology pick.
Yeah. Nope. Same. But I'm picking him, but I'm not betting him.
Yeah. It's hard. Like, I don't think there's really any value in the first two fights because you're going to be kicking yourself if the other way goes, you know? It's like you lost money and barely got into the good fights. Like, and I think both of them for me, like I've got orders of win percentages. They're both for me at the bottom. Like I'd rather bet on Michael Johnson, Modestas Bukauskas, Song Yadong, John Silva, Charles Johnson, Josh Hokit, Ty Miller, Ateba Gautier, Paddy Pimblett, Waldo Costa. Like even Umar at stupid, crazy odds, I'd rather bet on that because it's a little bit more like I can trust him a bit more. But I'd say Ricky might get it just based off of it. Every time I think of Ricky Turcios, I think about that opening 10 seconds against Raul Rosas Jr., where he said fuck off or like fuck you, and then just opened up with like a hard like switch kick, and then another one. Like he's just gonna be in your face and he's not gonna give you a breath. And based off of
he fights hard.
Yeah, he fights hard, and based off of Smotherman being tentative, it might just be that where he's throwing more strikes. It might not be the hardest strikes, but it's hard. Like if he's pushing him back constantly and he doesn't really do much, like Smotherman doesn't do much, then he probably wins the decision. But like you said, KZ, I'm probably staying away from these fights. Yeah,
for sure. Ricky is gritty though. Like Ricky will fight for your money, but it's just like fuck, man. He's just not that good technically. That's the issue. He's not that good technically. Like if Ricky Turcios, I don't fucking know, man. Like if he wins, I feel like I'd be happy because I'm a fan of Ricky Turcios. He's got a good personality. I don't know if you watched his Ultimate Fighter season, but he's always saying like, you know what I'm saying. He's like into the Dragon Ball Z type of shit. He's like, give me your energy. Like does the spirit bomb shit like Goku. Like that motherfucker's a clown, bro. I like him. He's funny as shit. Him and Brian Battle were like chopping it up and stuff. I like them both, but it's just like when it comes to the skills of Ricky Turcios, it's just like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, he's definitely. I wouldn't be putting any serious money. If I was to bet on these fights, I'd probably limit myself to like a quarter unit play on these ones and try maybe sniper method. I wouldn't be playing any of the money lines.
Yeah, maybe Ricky decision if anything. You know, he's a scrappy dude, high output, good scrambling.
Yeah,
but it's just like
wonder what go the distances for these ones. Why does fight odds split up the main card and the prelims?
Fight to go the distance is minus 213 for Smotherman Ricky for me.
Yeah, not.
And then Ty Miller, Fugitt, fight to go the distance is plus 157. So they're probably expecting Ty Miller to get a stoppage here. Ty Miller's minus 500. That's fucking ridiculous. Dude coming off of Dana White Contender Series. He's only 25. He's like 6-0.
And
granted, Adam Fugitt, he's a UFC vet. He's pretty mid, but it's like, you know.
He's had some fights against some pretty top contenders, though. It's not like he's been fighting mid-tier guys. Like, go to his own.
Nah, that's true. He got fucked up by Dulatov, went to decision with Michael Morales, which is impressive, but that was like a younger Michael Morales.
Well, they got finished in the third. The Michael Morales finished him in the third. I think he was winning the second, or maybe even the start of the third, and he got knocked out. But like the guys he's got finished by, they're good, man. Like they're not no cans. Like Mike Malott was probably his best chance of something, but like you're not gonna kick someone for getting submitted by Mike Malott.
No, he has only lost to good guys.
But Ty Miller's good as well. So it's not like we're talking about a can here. He's got good hands. He's sharp. LFA experience, which is always nice.
He's just young.
Yeah.
But he does have a lot more upside. And this is like a fight that the UFC is like, all right, you're coming in off the Dana White Contender Series. You're 25 years old. Here's Adam Fugitt, 2-3 in the UFC on the older side, 37 years old, not getting any better. Yeah. They want Ty Miller to win this fight. So it's like it's kind of like a layup for him, and it's just his job to, get the job done. Let me see. Ty can box. So Ricky has a lock. Thanks, boys. All right, Baco, I got you. But,
it's a 12-year age gap between these two as well, which is massive. And I haven't actually. Usually, I go up and down the card. I got this from Topside MMA. I think it's 75% of the time the younger fighter wins over a 10-year age gap. And most of the cards that have happened, it's actually been like that exactly, where it's all the younger fighters will win, and then there'll be one vet who will pull it through. I'd like to go up and down this card and see what the age gaps are, but for this one, I'd probably lean a Ty Miller. But look, it might be a crafty vet performance, might get him on the ground. What's Ty Miller's ground game like? Because I haven't since I'm avoiding these two fights, I really haven't done much fight tape study on him.
He was getting taken down in this Dana White Contender Series fight. They're not really taken down like flat on his back, but taken down. He was kind of on his knee, on one knee down against the side of the cage. Was able to work his way back up. But it's not like Fugitt is this kind of standout elite wrestler or grappler type. You know what I mean? He's just kind of a very average, I would say, fighter everywhere. Decent striking, decent wrestling for the most part, but he's nothing too crazy in any area. Paku here says Ty can box. I watched his tape. Might bet him by KO. Also looking at the unders in the main event. Yeah, I don't think that the main event's going the distance. I would be very surprised to see that go to a decision. If I don't Paddy's probably gonna be gassed in rounds 4 and 5, and he's just going to try to go for an early submission, I would assume so. And Gaethje's not just going to let him off the hook. He's going to be going to try to take his head off. So yeah, that fight definitely is going to finish inside the distance, I would say. I'd be surprised if it didn't.
Yeah. I completely agree with you there.
Mm-hmm.
There's not actually many other fights on this card with a 10-year age gap. I thought there'd be way more, but most of them are 6 years and under. 3 years, 4-year gap, 6 years, Josh Hokit and Denzel Freeman. Yeah,
Pulyaev's only 28. I thought Pulyaev was in his 30s, but I mean, he's still fucked, but it's he's still fucked, though. Dude, bro, imagine, or not, imagine fighting Ateba Gautier. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
No,
It's ridiculous.
I don't want to start having fucking sleep paralysis dreams.
He's fucking having nightmares.
Yeah.
But,
oh my god.
His one loss, it was a split decision, and that guy's 1-0. Like that was the only fight that Ateba Gautier's opponent had, like professionally. He had a good amateur career, and then he fought Ateba Gautier, and he's like, yeah, fuck that, I'm never doing that again. He's like, that was terrifying. I'm never doing that again.
If it was my first fight, I'd be like, what, is it all like this? Like a fucking like this was my first fight? Yeah, no, you wouldn't. I don't think you could mentally you'd have to be a very mentally strong person to get back in there.
Right. That's so fucking scary, dude. Just like the biggest, blackest guy you can fucking imagine, just like fucking huge and strong.
Shredded to the
throwing
fucking
hammers
gills,
at you.
man.
Exactly. Dude.
There's like
fucking He-Man.
abs.
Yeah, no, insane. Let me see. Paku says about Ty Miller, his hips and scrambles were good. I don't see Fugitt working in him and grappling, maybe a bit of a clinch. Yeah, but I think Ty Miller can defend that, get back out to distance, put some hands on him. Definitely being set up to win here. Ryan C says, "What's up, KZ? Didn't know you streamed Big W." Yeah, bro. I've been posting videos on the channel for maybe a little bit less than a year here, predicting cards. I think the first card I made a video on was Sandhagen Figueiredo. Like the first full card picks. Elvato Fishing says, "Cheers, boys. What's up, my guys?" But yeah, I'm fucking happy as fuck we got these fights back, bro.
Yeah, very happy. I was looking at up and down the card. The only other big age gap is Figueiredo and Nurmagomedov, and that's only only 8 years.
Yeah, that's just like the odds on these are just gross with Ateba and Umar.
Yeah, no, I understand Ateba, but like Umar, like what is Habib like skinned him and taken his skin and he's fighting?
Right.
Like, is that why the odds are like this? Because I've never seen them this low. Like I can't remember the last time I saw him go down like open at 106. That's crazy.
No. Umar is somehow an even bigger favorite than Ateba Gautier. It says here on Topology he's minus 1600, which is fucking absurd. On my betting app, he's minus 1790.
I saw it like as soon as it opened, it was like 106. I'm like, this is a typo, right? It's meant to say like 160. So I was about to like call up like the customer support and be like, hey guys, you like fucked up your pricing. But then I looked online, I was like, oh my god, like this is what they're pricing him at. He better come out and like absolutely dog walk him. Like
he should smoke him at these odds. Figueiredo's plus 650. I could see a lot of people live betting Figgy if it's just like a little bit even close to being competitive.
Yeah, they make I don't know if this is all Australian betting apps, but Sportsbetter changed it now, so you have to call them to put in a live bet. So sometimes by the time you get through to them, it's like, wild. Oh, sorry, the odds are changed. You have to call in again.
Or the fight's over.
Yeah, even the fight's over because like you didn't get to live bet in time. I can't really live bet, but even like
that sucks.
It scares me a bit because it's like, do they know about like an injury that we don't know about or something? Like, is it Figueiredo like only coming to fill this card and give Umar a win? Like, is what? That's the only explanation.
I live bet Ju saying you, and then fucking Daniel Santos knocked him out in the second round. I was so pissed. Dude, that fight pissed me off because that motherfucker missed weight. But no, the odds are just downright disrespectful for Figgy. I mean, I'm not picking him, but it's just like, he's very well-rounded, solid punching power, former champ, good submissions. It's just the disparity in the wrestling is just going to be too much. Like, Umar is just going to most likely win a control-based decision, just with Figgy not being able to stop the takedown. Maybe Umar can get a submission, but he's just going to be wrestle fucking him for the whole time. Mauro Bautista, bigger, younger, better wrestler than Figgy, and Umar was able to wrestle and control him. So I don't see Figgy having much of a chance in stopping the wrestling. He's probably going to get manhandled.
Batista got him with that big knee too, and
he dropped it
really well from that. Like, so it gives me a bit of faith that he's not going to have like a glass chin or anything. But yeah, like, I'm staying away from this mainly because the odds are just like crap.
I mean, if it was like a Boomer was like a minus 500 or something, maybe. But no, he's fucking minus 1700. Like, it's absurd.
It's like they knew people were like going to use him as like a, I'll just make my like base amount of money with Umar, and they're like, nah, how about we just crack the odds so no one makes money on him?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like you have to bet. So $100 gets you $6 back. So $1,000 would get you $60 back.
Yeah, that's fucking absurd.
Like,
it's just
what?
not worth it. Elvato Fishing says Figgy's done. Let's be real. Yeah, I think so too. He's 38 years old, down in the lower weight classes, coming off of a knee injury. I mean, he beat Montel Jackson, but that's Montel Jackson, not Umar Nurmagomedov. It's totally different levels. The thing is, they just want to give Umar a layup win. They just want to give Umar an easy win because, Nurmagomedov, they like Khabib. They just want to market these dudes and put them in a position to fight for the belt next. So yeah, I mean, shit. They like Umar because mainly it's just because of Khabib. He has that Nurmagomedov privilege.
Yeah. Like with even decision, which was what I was thinking about before the lines dropped, it's still like 180, 170 depending on the book you're going for. And even that, it's like I'd rather just play two other fighters in a money line.
Shit, right here. Umar Nurmagomedov by decision minus 137 is a lot better than minus 1790, 1,790.
That's what I don't get usually. Like it
play Umar decision.
Yeah, like usually the decision and the money line like is a little bit closer, especially for someone who usually goes to a decision. But I'm guessing from this pricing, it's Vegas thinks it's like it's probably most likely a Nurmagomedov decision, but there is a chance that Nurmagomedov gets a sub, or that he might just get a ground and pound finish, like the ref just technical knockout. Like it's not like I don't think he's putting him out cold or anything, but Nurmagomedov will definitely control him, and
he's going to be just stuck. He's not going to be able to get out of the position. It's just going to be like, okay, defend yourself, and Figgy's just kind of covering up. He's just like, I can't fucking move, and then Umar just ground and pounds him. But it's like, who has he done that to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Umar doesn't really go out there and like Khabib people and just like throw and throw and throw and throw while they're on the ground. He's just like, let me control you.
I guess I usually I'll say that about fighters that even if they don't have those kind of finishes in them or those kind of what's the word, like that's what they usually go for while they're on the ground. If they just have a much higher ability on the ground, sometimes they might not give up a submission, so it's like, well, I just kind of have to punch you until you give up. Like I feel like Umar is a control guy. Yes, he's submissions, but he's more so control. And if Figgy's not going to give him a sub, he might just go for ground and pound finish. And the thing is also with Figgy, now he's at 38. He might not have as much in him as he has before, and might just go to a ground and pound finish, or just he might give up a submission too. And I think that's why the odds are so weird with this one, to be honest, because even Vegas don't really know which way it's going to go.
Yeah, they just know that Umar's going to win.
Yeah, it's like Umar's going to win, so it's like, let's just take the odds out of the money line, and then let's just let like people just try and guess how it's going to happen.
Yep. Shit. I mean, Umar by KO is plus 500, which is pretty wild.
You remember that Barcelos knockout?
Dude, I swear to God, it's like he did that shit on accident, bro. He didn't even need it. He just kind of like threw the knee. Yeah. Barcelos didn't see the left hook coming. He just caught him. He drops, and then Umar like threw ground and pound. He didn't even know that he was out, and then he was just like, "Oh shit!" And he like fucking grabbed the back of his head, like, "Oh, I'm sorry for hitting him while he was out." You know what I mean? Like he didn't even mean to knock him out. It just happened. Let me see. I got some chat to catch up with. Casey, what's up, Holland Dan Sock? Literally my favorite fighter, by the way. And Figgy, Figgy's dope. Umar fights like a total pussy, though. It's true. No, for sure. Control based. If I find out any of my boys bet a minus 1,600 money line against a former champ, I'm sending them to rehab. Their Paku says the Nurmagomedov tax. Can't say I'm surprised by the odds against a 39-year-old. Still bullshit though. No, yeah, it's fucking wild. I hear a fellow Aussie. Good day, mate. Can I ask what sportsbook you use? I'm mainly on Neds, but also sports bet and points bet. I could see Figgy KO, not Umar. That's what Waldo Fishing says. And then Ryan C3 asks you what betting or sportsbook you use.
I'm sports bet exclusively. Like I was a lot of the starting out like betting tips was like you should have as many betting options as possible for the promos and for all like the bet deposits, anything like any free money you can get, you should keep as many accounts open. But what I found is that like I end up having too many apps to manage, and then I'm not tracking all my bets properly. So I'd just pick one sports book, and for me it's Sportsbet in Australia. There's not many other options. There might be better odds, and like for example, Ladbrokes actually have odds out earlier, but I'm just keeping all my stuff on Sportsbet just for the sake of it, so I can have all my betting history on one app. I can ask them for like a betting statement for certain periods and stuff. It just helps me track everything better. But Sportsbet for me is the best one in Australia.
Alvato Fishing says Figgy and Bautista should fight. I agree. That'd be a good fight. Bautista would win, but I feel like it would be relatively competitive. I don't know, man. Figgy, I feel like he's done at this point. I mean, he beat Montel Jackson, but that was what? Montel Jackson was like number 15 or something, or even unranked.
That was a weird fight.
Yeah, that was a weird fight. Oh. But man, in terms of value, I mean, Natalia Silva's a big favorite. Modestas Bukauskas. I feel like a lot of people like Modestas Bukauskas. AJ likes Modestas Bukauskas. Let me see. Him by KO is
because like all the
plus 130 only. Might as well money line.
Plus 130.
Yeah, shit. For Bukauskas by KO, and him money line is minus 145. So it's like it's not that big of a difference.
Yeah, might have to try and go for Bukauskas round 1 or round 2 KO plus 3. Well, on my books plus 390 plus 575. It's
plus 300 for Bukauskas round 1.
Yeah. It's yeah, shit. This is what I realize, like the Australian sports books are either they're on it, like they'll have odds that are lower than the American, but then sometimes like this, it's like the odds are so much higher. They haven't caught up on it. Like it's plus 390 on my book for the round 1 KO. And you said it was what, plus on your one?
Plus 300. Yeah, and then plus 450 for round 2.
Yeah, shit. It's like almost like one whole like 100 plus difference. But yeah, like I was like gonna automatically bet the round 1 KO, but then I remembered that I'm pretty sure the Paul Craig finish came like really late in the first round. Like
it was literally like at the last second. Yeah. Last second of round 1. I don't know with Bukauskas. I don't know, man. He was giving Paul Craig way too much respect on the feet. Like he wasn't going for him like I thought he would. He was just kind of like, all right, let me just kind of tippy tap. He was using a lot of footwork against Paul Craig. Yeah. I feel like at any point he could have just like tried to go forward and go for the finish, and he could have gotten it. Like it's Paul Craig. What the fuck are you running from? You know what I mean? Yeah. So like just get in there, punch him a bit. He's not going to knock you out on the feet. If you get knocked out on the feet by Paul Craig, what the fuck are you doing? You should retire. But it's like, let me see. Alvaro Fishing says he's good, but he's not going for the title like he hoped. Yeah, no, Figgy's title aspirations are done at this point, especially because he got fucked up by Petr Yan, and Jan's holding the belt. Let me see. Paco says bet 365 because of spreads and better round lines. I use all the apps, just chase the best lines. Neds have good lines. Sportsbet have early lines, and bet 365 have a lot of regional scene stuff. Okay, fair enough. Better to keep it simple. I find Ned's best because of the takedown, where if your fighter loses by sub, you still win. And on main cards, if your fighter loses by split decision, you still win. We can get bet 365. That was a UK one. I find our lines are always a bit behind in the US, but some markets are way off sometimes. I wish we had as much as you guys do in the States. I just track my bets and bankroll on fight odds. I'll write what book I betted on. And you need to do as much as you can do to smoke these bookies. Don't bet shitty lines. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Hope here's to a good 2026 for your boy KZ. We're hoping for it.
He is hoping. When are you going to get monetized, bro?
I don't even know, bro. I got a whole bunch of watch hours.
If you never get monetized, you're going to have to give me your bank details so I can just transfer you some money.
Right. Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, I mean, that would always be an option, I guess, like the outside of YouTube donations. But it's like, I guess I just need to catch up. I got like a couple thousand fucking watch hours to get back on, But it'll happen eventually. I just got to keep up with the content. I got to do stuff outside of the picks and predictions videos because like that's just so oversaturated at this point. Yeah. I gotta make like I guess like topical kind of content. You know what I mean? Like talking shit about I guess, trending topics or whatever X fighter is in the headlines or whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess that's the easy way to get like the YouTube algorithm pushing your stuff. Like if you're talking about something that's topical, you hit keywords and stuff. It'll probably push your video a little bit more. But yeah, no, you should definitely. I wouldn't have a fucking clue on what to go into, but if you can find some sort of niche corner of MMA, and then you get a good video, then you just build off of that, and you just keep doing the same thing. But I don't know. It kind of depends on what you think you're better at reading, because I feel like everyone has this sort of like, oh, I'm good at predicting fights, but I'm better at predicting strikers, or I'm better at predicting submission. You know what I mean? So maybe even that as well is something you could go into, like even more niche predictions, like specific rounds and stuff with most confident fighters you have. I don't know. You can just play around with it a bit, because you get so much analytics and shit. Like you can see everything when you release a video, right? Like it's just like see what time people jumped off, what was like the most watched area of the video. Like you can really like reverse engineer like a YouTube video, but yeah,
you see a lot of the stuff, like the average watch time, like people clicked off 3 minutes in or whatever, etc., stuff like that. Let me see. Yeah, they do give you a lot of analytics. Baku says, well, Ryan says, fingers crossed for all the lads to have a big year. Agreed. KZ needs to stop saying naughty words. I fucking love it, but you can do it for a bit, right? I mean, family friendly KZ. That's gonna be tough.
No, you're just gonna have to do the guru. Just go members only streams, man.
Yeah, no, bro. But when I play UFC 5, bro, and I get grappled, it's just everything goes out the window, bro. Like completely against YouTube terms of service. Like,
I used like FIFA Online, Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch competitive. Like I would be slamming the absolute shit out of my desk. I'd be yelling at the top of my lungs.
Right.
I stopped playing all those games, and I was like actually enjoying playing video games. I was like, oh my god, I don't have to subjugate myself to like getting online and dealing with this bullshit.
I don't have to rage the fuck out, break controllers, and call people slurs.
Yeah, but like the UFC Online's a bit different though. Like that's a bit of fun, but yeah, man, it's annoying when you come up against someone who's just jammy, like abusing game mechanics. It's like,
yeah,
dude, I just want to like fight like it's real life a little bit. Let me have some fun, man. Like
I agree. Yeah, let me see. Ryan C3 says, can you do a collab vid with AJ sometime, KZ? Get yourself a bit more out there to his fans who don't watch the streams as much. I definitely could. I'd be willing to. I don't know about AJ. I'm sure that he would be down, like, to do some kind of. But the thing with a collab video, I'm not too sure. I don't know.
He started doing the worst case scenario videos again. Like, if you could get yourself into your own niche content, he could join in with you and doing that as well to give it a bit of a boost. But again, I wouldn't know what. It seemed like that's a good topic though. Like, as soon as I saw the video pop up, I was like, shit. That is a great video idea. Like, what is the worst case scenarios for this card?
Yeah, I think something would be cool to have, like, me not going on AJ's channel just because a lot of his subscribers would be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" But it's like, and I don't want to feel like I'm like kind of like riding his coattails too much.
Yeah,
because it's like AJ has been very generous with sharing, I guess, his community with me for the most part. I don't want to feel like I'm like taking advantage.
Yeah.
But I think like having him come onto my channel, maybe do like an interview type thing, like ask him about his life and shit, for like not get like invasive, but you know what I mean, like just AJ DeVito, the fucking YouTuber guy, whatever you do, almost like an interview type video. That'd be cool.
That'd be nice. He's constantly interviewing people, so it'd be nice to get an interview of the guy interviewing people. I think that's actually a really great video idea. You should reach out to him and see if he'd do that.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I also had an idea of making like a video about the MMA guru. I'm not like a huge fan of him, but it's like he is funny. He has his moments. I like him. He's a bit too like negative for my liking. Yeah. But I kind of wanted to make a video like who is MMA guru, like to give like kind of like a biography of him and like shit like that, He's a very polarizing figure. He's a big dude in the space, and this was a while ago. He's even bigger now than when I had that idea. Yeah. But Paco says, upload that brother impression you did in the Insta chat that had me dying insta-canceled. Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely cannot upload that one. COD Rage lost me many controllers. Bro, I fucking blew up an Xbox One controller playing Overwatch. Straight left trigger came off and everything.
What?
Throwing it on the ground on the tile floor. I was just like, God damn it. Immediate regret, I shouldn't have done that, but
I-
it is what it is.
Yeah, I broke one of my PS5 controllers. Like, it just doesn't turn on anymore. Like, not even like any superficial damage. It's just I cooked it, man. And I was like, yeah,
That
no,
sucks.
I gotta stop doing this to
Yeah,
myself.
no. After I broke that Xbox One controller, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna throw controllers anymore. I'm just gonna fucking get pissed off, and I'm not gonna take it out on the controller because it's costing me money. But my PS5 controller has hella stick drift on the left stick, which is fucking very annoying.
Allegedly, PlayStation or Sony have put in shitty parts in those sticks, so they're kind of designed. It's like Apple, like they're kind of designed to go shit over time. So you buy a new controller.
You buy
or
a
have
new
to
one,
repair
yeah.
it. It's real. I've bought 3 PS5 controllers, I think, in total overall because they keep fucking up. Like, it's really annoying, man. And the only thing you can do is the dead zone in games, but then it's like annoying.
That's
you have to
exactly
go
what I do.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I got to do because it's like I'm always just like kind of slightly walking forwards in every game. Such a pain in the ass. Let's see, Ryan C says, that'd be cool, KZ. Would like to hear a little bit more about AJ. Good idea. Yeah, I'd like to do that. And there's also another fighter. This guy fought Miktabek Orabai. He lost. He lost by like TKO, I think. But it's Hayward Charles. He's Hybrid Nation. He pops into AJ's chat every now and then. You know, we talk on Instagram like every now and then. I just send him memes and shit. Like he asked me about like, oh, what's the good camera? What's a good microphone? Because he kind of wants to start making his own content too. So it's like I could like interview him, talk to him about what it's like to be a pro fighter and all this other shit. So it's like, you know, I have a little bit of people that I guess I know in the space that I could talk to, make videos with. I guess do interviews with. That would be interesting. But it's like I wouldn't want to do like a boring interview. Like I feel like I would try to ask like interesting questions to get, you know, interesting answers for the most part. But yeah, no, it's definitely an area of content that I could try to look into to, you know, vary it up so it's not just, you know, the same like cut and dry. Here's the full card picks, full card predictions, because you know everybody does that. It's like I feel like I do a good job for I guess like my knowledge level. Like I'm not a fucking pro fighter or anything, but I try to look into everything. I try to, you know, break things down to the best of my ability. But it's like, you know, so many people are doing it. Like I said, it's just oversaturated.
Yeah, it's really hard to break into that. There is a lot of
for
people.
Sure,
and there's a lot of established people there as well.
Exactly.
So it's even harder to break in because it's trying to push so much other people's picks and stuff. But no, Hayward Charles would be a great.
Nobody's gonna stop watching Guru's breakdowns to watch mine. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's just not gonna happen. Yeah. You know.
Well, the way I think about it from a YouTube algorithm perspective is that it pushes the videos it knows it's going to get watched, and it's like how many people do you think make predictions that they know and like MMA predicting audience would want to watch? And it's like, yeah, I could think of 5 off the top of my head, and then
there's a fuck ton of dudes already. Yeah, you know, you got your Hey Jive picks, you got your MMA fortune tellers, you got fucking bedtime, you got AJ, you got a Guru.
No, I didn't even know like bedtime was that big because I was never recommended his content. But as soon as it got to my thing, it was like 50,000, 100,000 views. I'm like, what the fuck? But, no, like, and that's another problem that I didn't even think about. There's people that will just post the bullshit or post like, oh, here's my like $3,000 multi into $100,000, and people are suckers and they'll go for that every time. Like, yeah, it's hard, man.
Let's see. Paku says, I used to put old controllers next to my setup so I could launch them when I crashed out. There was controller holes in the walls. Dude, I remember I put a hole in the wall with a controller, and my fucking dad was so pissed. He was so fucking mad because this was like I was like what 16 or something. He was so fucking mad because we were renting. We were living in an apartment. It's not like we owned the house either. They had to fucking pay for that. He was so mad. I was like, oh shit. Let me just throw the controllers at the floor now instead of at the wall. But and I stopped doing that shit too.
Yeah, I broke a wall when I was like 9 or 10. Like this is a house we owned, so it was okay. But like the wall, I didn't even punch it that hard. I was like so young. It was just like an empty wall. Like it literally like collapsed. And then I like tried to hide it, and then my dad asked what happened. I was like, I just got mad, man. Like I don't know, bro.
Yeah, no punching walls over here in Nicaragua. All these shits are concrete, so break your hand before you break the wall.
And then it could be, you know, train your knuckles up, you know, get knuckles of like stone.
Yeah. typical teenage male gaming crash outs. Yeah, no, for sure. 100%.
Yeah, I was a crash out king. Like, looking back at all my old videos with my mates, it was always me slamming the desk or yelling shit into the mic.
Just screaming. Fuck!
Yeah.
Good times, for sure.
I had a lot of fun. I hope it never gets, out there, what I said in those party chats and group chats, but yeah,
oh, fuck, yeah. Get canceled and shit. That's something that scares me. Like I'm always kind of scared that like my job is gonna see like my YouTube videos and me like calling people the F word on UFC 5. I'm just like, fuck.
Just like, surely no way. You don't have your like actual name associated with anything. You should be fine. Like it'd have to be the wackiest like YouTube fuck you over recommends your content to one of your coworkers. Like,
right. That'd be wild. Yeah, I don't think so. The only one, since I work like remote, the only one that really knows my face is my boss, because I'm not really on like face to face with anybody else besides him. I don't even think he's in MMA, which is cool. Like I'll take it.
Oh, you're good then. It'd be super unlucky if work finds out. You should be fine.
That'd be a pain in the ass. Yeah. No, but shit. I think I'm gonna call it a night here, boys. It's 12:17 a.m. It's a little late. I appreciate you for coming in, Coltrane. It was fucking cool talking to you, dude. It was cool chopping it up about the fights. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I'll most likely. Hell yeah, dude. It was a good time for sure. I'll most likely do these more often, just because I feel like this was good. We had some good conversations with this. Anybody can hop in next time.
Yeah, I don't want to hug all the time next time, so I might just let other people join up.
Nobody else joined, bro, so you're fine. It's all good. Everybody else was just, I guess, enjoying the conversation, so it's all good, man. But yeah, thanks, guys. W Cole, yeah, W Cole in chat. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. Probably, play a bit of the game and then just go to bed. But yeah, hopefully these fucking bets hit, boys. Let's fucking rob these bookies, eh?
Hopefully a strong start to 2026.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm looking for if Josh Hokit and Charles Johnson better win. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
They better.
Yeah.
W stream, W chat. Thank you guys. Thank you, KZ.
Yeah,
appreciate it, man.
Yep. No, thanks for coming through, dude. Otherwise, it would have just been me fucking bullshitting here by myself. So yeah, you definitely were a good. What's the word? I guess like a sounding board for the analysis. So yeah, I appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Yeah, big KZ. Tired already. It was a great talk. Yeah, useless. You were just here lurking, motherfucker. You're saying shit. Lurking.
Just the chat.
Ryan C. Big W, lads. Glad you popped up in my recommended, KZ. Yeah, I'm happy I did too, Ryan C. I appreciate you for coming through. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, y'all. Me and Useless in next time. Yeah, Paku, you guys are welcome to hop in. Anybody's welcome to hop in and chop it up. But yeah, we're going to talk about UFC 325 next time. Most likely we'll do a 324 post card recap stream with this same kind of format where anybody can just hop in. Let me lurk in peace. I like the MMA talk. You're good, Useless. Let's see. Last thing, Useless says Mobstar versus Lerone, UFC London. Who wins? I mean, I fucking hate Mobstar Evloev, so I'm just gonna pick Lerone Murphy. But I guess I'll watch tape. I'll see what I think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any last words, Cole? Anything else you want to let anybody know, or are you good?
I'm chilling, man. I'm just gonna do I missed AJ's best bets video, so I'm gonna watch that back, see where that lines up with my bets, and then yeah, probably just finalize what I want to put money down on. Like I was looking at the Bukauskas KO, and I haven't looked at the Ateba Gautier props, but I'll probably be looking at that. Already got money on Acosta by KO, and then I don't really like Michael Johnson that much anymore because I thought the decision would be a little bit more juiced, but yeah, no, I'm just going to do a bunch more research tonight, watch a bunch more content.
For sure.
Get back to it.
Hell yeah. So yeah, bros, full card picks are up on the channel. I mean, spoiler alert, I picked every fucking favorite on the card. But you can listen to the analysis and see my thoughts on as to why I picked each fighter there. But yeah, Paco, Useless, Coltrane, Ryan C, everybody that came through, Ilvato Fishing, I appreciate you guys. Have a good night and peace out. All right.
Peace out.
Peace.